metro line that is going to bring about a sigh of relief when it comes to Bengaluru. We're talking about the second phase, the yellow line that is going to be inaugurated by the Prime Minister on the 10th of this month. And of course, that's when he's going to be also laying down the foundation stone for the third phase as far as the metro services in Bengaluru are concerned. And we're talking about that orange line that will, start thereafter, of course, but it will be the inauguration and the foundation stone that is going to be taking place on the 10th of August. So this is quite a boost, and this is going to be connecting the IT hubs. And here at NDTV, this is our special campaign, our week-long campaign in order to talk about the development that we are seeing in our metros, in our cities. And Deepak joining us to get us the very latest. Deepak, take us through that big reduction in commute time. I mean, Bengaluru is synonymous with traffic jams and the kind of time it takes to get from point A to point B. This is really going to link the IT hubs. Take us through how this is going to, make things a lot more convenient and the kind of time that's going to be saved in this move.
Well, now as far as the metro is concerned, everyone in the city, and not just in Bengaluru, probably wherever metros exist in the country, they know the kind of difference it makes to reduce travel time, to give you that comfort. Now, especially when you have the yellow line, which cuts through the very important area of Silkport. And everyone in Bengaluru knows how Silkport is synonymous with traffic, poor infrastructure there, and so many other issues, including when it rains, there's flooding and the menace of that. Now, this particular line, of course, cuts through the IT corridor through Electronic City. Many of the offices like Biocon, Infosys, a lot of employees, of course, get to use this. It's going to be inaugurated in about, 7 to 8 days' time. We're told that the Prime Minister himself will be there. But what is essential here to note that for the people, why metro becomes so very important is that whenever they try to commute to work, whenever they try to go home, whenever they try to move anywhere in the city, what they bear witness is the poor quality of roads like the one that I'm standing in. Now, this is a stretch of the road just off Richards Park. A very important stretch connecting the main road, and you can see at this point in time now, as the vehicles of course start to make their way in, there was some UGD work that was carried out here. It's been weeks since it was complete, but you can see pipes left behind. It hasn't been cleared off the stretch of the road. I'm going to ask my video journalist Kumar to show you across the stretch. You will see the footpaths which are not in good condition. You will see that as the vehicles commute, there are potholes across this stretch of the road. Young children will go to school, people will go to offices. We've seen citizens complain about back pain. We've seen legal notices being issued to the BBMP. We've seen a whole lot of concerns that people have flagged time and again. Now, as you see a large number of vehicles come across this stretch, you'll see people struggle. There's a little bit of a patch. Half the road is now just mud. There is no asphalt whatsoever. And half the road, there is a little bit of asphalt, and everyone tries to, funnel their way through that stretch of the road. That leads to traffic congestion more often than not. And for people, especially when it rains, the slush adds to all, the drama. And for people, this is a problem that they're facing on a regular basis, and it's not one stretch of the road. Through this entire week, of course, we will be going to multiple locations in Bengaluru and trying to show the poor quality of infrastructure which is plaguing the city, which needs to be fixed. There are big promises of brand Bengaluru and other things that are being made, but on the ground the reality is quite different, and that's where the metro that is coming up, like the yellow line or the other lines that are also in the pipeline, becomes so very important, because big promises on the infrastructure front, little on delivery at this point in time. We also spoke to several residents in Balagere, near Whitefield area. Now, this is one of the largest
if you could highlight for us,
constituencies.
You just showed us how bad the situation on the ground really is, the reality that is literally staring at us in our faces. Take us through the problems and the issues at hand when it comes to the infrastructure in Bengaluru. We know traffic is a mess, but what's really causing this issue? What's causing this problem? And of course, the solutions that are coming about. You spoke about that yellow line, and subsequently we'll also have that orange line foundation stone that will be laid by the Prime Minister on the 10th.
Well, absolutely. And as we, again, I'm going to just show you, now there's a huge number of vehicles that are just coming in this stretch, and now there is no possibility for everyone to go through that small patch of asphalt, and they're struggling to make their way now. And you can see the struggle, it's pretty real. And if anyone skids here, they fall onto the slush. It's very difficult to control your vehicle in this difficult terrain. So I'm going to try and speak to a resident who saw us reporting, wanted to speak about this. अब बताइए कि कितने समय से ऐसा है और कितना मुश्किल है यहाँ पर चलाना?
4 महीने से यही कंडीशन है। और जो है यहाँ पे एक मामूली छोटा सा क्रॉस था, वो खाली जो है नाला साफ करके 4 पत्थर डालने के लिए 5 महीने ले रहे। ये काम हो रहा है यहाँ पे। और इतना तकलीफ है, बारिश में कितने लोग गिरते मालूम। ये हमारा डेली रूट है, यहाँ से हम रोज जाते हैं बच्चों को स्कूल से लेने के लिए, करने के लिए। इतना बारिश पड़ने के बाद पूरे का पूरा जो है स्लिप होता, पूरे का पूरा कोई पूछने वाला नहीं है। ये कंडीशन है रोड का, more than 4 months.
Well, as you heard from him, more than 4 months, and he's saying that the risks are great. People slip and fall. He says he commutes through this stretch on a regular basis. And like I've been saying, this is not the situation only here. It is in different parts of the city. And we also spoke to several residents in Badagere. Now they say that, well, we are one of the highest taxpayers in the city, but we are not getting the infrastructure, so refund our tax. Let's listen into some of these residents who express their concerns as well.
As a taxpayer, I'm here to say the difficulties we are facing. The BBMP RI department and the SWT stormwater drain department, they're definitely not doing justice for the taxes we are paying. You can see the kind of infrastructure we have. This is all completely filled with sewage, and when it rains, this entire area floods. We literally will be soaked in the sewage to reach our offices. We are just 1 kilometer away from the IT hub. This is also called a Silicon City. I'm not sure whether it is called, I rename it a sewage city instead of the Silicon City, because the BWSSB has not given the enough STP in our area. The Sora Unse STP is pending. The Rajkalways connectivity is pending. Rajkalways are filled with sewage, and the Karnataka State Pollution Control Board, they are not taking enough necessary action against BWSSB or whoever is polluting the Rajkalways, and this eventually go to the Vartur Lake. You have to go and see the Vartur Lake, how it is being polluted. When you cannot save the lakes, which is done by our great visionaries like Kempe Gowda, then what is the city is planning to do, or what the governance is planning to do? This is a big disgrace to the city, to what our leaders have done. So I would say, I being filled with so much of gratitude to this city, to my state, I want to build the city. You please refund the tax. We will hire up people who are high with the consciousness, who are very good at these civic things, and we will build the city. You please refund the tax, and we are done with the governance what is being given from the ages in the city. We want to bring back the glory of what Kempe Gowda had left. So please do refund the tax. We will build our city.